Hi everyone, I'm Christian Ward. Welcome to MLWB tonight. I'm here with my co-host Jake Fontanelli and a member of the Bandits. And tomorrow is the wild card game, the one game playoff. It's the first playoff game that's not a World Series in league history, and you will be playing in it because you are the 5th and last place team against the 4th place team. So what are you and the Bandits, you and Ryan Scheffler, doing to prepare for tomorrow's game?
We've been practicing a lot, and I think we're pretty ready for this game.
What do you think about the starting pitcher for the Patriots, Joey Rowe, tomorrow?
I think he's got a lucky game, and I don't think he's going to be doing too well.
If you had to pick well, you're on the Bandits, so that's kind of a biased vote, but if you were looking at this from another perspective, who would you think would actually win this game tomorrow?
I don't know yet. I think it's just,
Now, keep in mind that the Bandits, technically most people consider them a better team than the Patriots, but the Patriots, because of the addition of Ryan Scheffler, but the Patriots haven't picked it up as late, especially Joey Rowe hitting and pitching, and Nicky Quinn also on the Patriots. He walks almost every at-bat, and Joey Rowe is a nice compliment to the team. And then their fielding is also really good, probably the best fielding team in the league. But they came in 4th, but some people may consider the Bandits better because the Bandits used to be Matt and Nick Bradley, who are now free agents, and that's where most of the losses came from. So they only have 5 wins on the season.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a close game tomorrow, but I think the Bandits are going to come out on top.
So how are you preparing? Tomorrow the game will be a night game at Penny Park. That's what the 4th place team, who's with home field advantage, has selected for the 1-5 inning game. They've selected Penny Park. It'll be a 7 o'clock night game under the lights. So it's going to be freezing probably. So how are you going to prepare for that?
Well, my jersey's a long sleeve shirt, so that would be good, and then I'm probably going to wear a glove.
And do you have confidence in your pitcher Ryan Scheffler tomorrow pitching in the cold weather, which we have seen over the years is very, very hard. Remember, opening day started in March and there was still snow on the ground from that horrible blizzard, and the pitching was terrible. No one could really throw strikes. So it's going to be like that. So, and you saw Ryan Scheffler play there, and he did not pitch good. So, do you have confidence with him pitching in the cold weather?
I think he's going to do fine in the cold weather. It's going to be hard, but he's going to pull through.
And how are you going to, you obviously have to take one game at a time, but if you win this game, you will play my team, the first place team, who clinched first yesterday, the Storm, in the best of 3 round 2. So, of course you want to take one game at a time, but looking past this, if you do win, which some people, I think most people, like 60% would pick the Bandits to win, how do you prepare for playing the #1 team, and would you make any adjustments?
I'm not so sure yet, because it's going to be a hard game, but we'll see what happens and hope for the best.
And so it's the end of the year now, end of the regular season, of course. We still have playoffs to go, which we'll incorporate into a lot of the awards still. But most awards are set, except for a playoff MVP, of course, as playoffs haven't happened yet, and MVP, because that also incorporates into playoffs. So the big question is MVP. You have to go, Andrew Scheffler won the Triple Crown, despite being tied in RBI to Christian Ward. Christian Ward is also only 25 points behind Andrew Scheffler in the batting average, and that may seem like a lot, but since you don't get as many bats as in wiffle as you do in baseball, that would be the equivalent of basically like 5 points. So Christian Ward is basically like 5 points behind Andrew Scheffler, and only I think 3 or 4 home runs behind him. But then Christian Ward leads the league in strikeouts, second in the league in ERA, and leads the league in wins, and his pitching stats are much better than Andrew Scheffler. So as of now, who would you choose for MVP?
I'd have to choose Andrew Scheffler because you have to remember that this is his rookie year and he's had a phenomenal season. And to be where he is right now, he should be picked for the MVP.
And most of the committee is myself, Colin Caron, and Joe Mirabella to pick pretty much all the awards. And most of the committee has decided that it's pretty much going to come down to who's more clutch in the playoffs. And these are the top 2 teams, so you can pretty much bet that there's a good chance they play each other in the World Series. Alright, so looking back on your season this year, you probably the front runner for most improved. So just talk about how do you think your season has been as a player this year, going from the Patriots to the owner of the Bandits?
I think my season has been kind of strange because I started out as not a good player at all, and now I can actually hit, and I'm okay. And the changing teams was kind of strange because Joe was the one that I wanted to go on the team with, and then by the end of it, I couldn't stand being on his team, so I switched to the Bandits.
And of course, every team now moving towards past the season, every team this off-season, starting the day after the World Series, will get, after the final game of the World Series, every team will have one free agent. So the Storm, going in place order, the Storm, Colin Cameron will be the free agent. Second place, the Blancos, that'll be Trevor Zoisowitz. Second place is the Nuts, that'll be Walter Saraceni. Third place is the Blancos, which will be Trevor Zoisowitz. Fourth place, the Patriots, which will be Nicky Quinn. And fifth place is the Bandits, which will be Ryan Shepherd. So, is there any moves that you want to make during the offseason in free agency?
I'd like to try to get Colin Cameron because he's probably the best player. And if I can't, I'm going to go for Ryan again because he's a really good commitment to the team.
And there's also trades that can go on. So teams could look a little bit different, but all the captains will be the same. So there's always one mainstay on the team. I heard that the Patriots, of course, they really don't have any talent on their team too much. They just kind of grind out wins. They're kind of they've been compared to the Oakland Athletics, but just a bunch of young rookies. Their whole team's rookies who just come together and somehow win some games. So they're going to be looking to get a big free agency signing. Probably not re-signing Nicky Quinn. So Nicky Quinn will be a good free agent to sign this offseason also after Colin Cameron, who every team's going to offer except my team, the Storm. We're probably not going to offer Colin Cameron a contract. And also, your fielding has been a little shaky this year. So especially coming from the clutch. So as Ryan, I know you'll be wearing gloves in cold, but it's still going to be very difficult to field. So has Ryan Shepherd said anything to you personally about your fielding or to make you better? Or have you been working on anything in practice?
He hasn't said anything to me, but in practice I've definitely been working on the fielding issue, and I think I've improved in some parts of it, and I think I'll do better on tomorrow's game.
So tomorrow, of course, the playoffs, your first playoff game in Bandits history, and for the Patriots. So do you have any special pep talk, or what are you gonna do in the locker room before the game? Of course, we will be announcing players, and every player can do their signature thing, running out of the tunnel. Of course, we know Nicky Quinn from the Patriots. What's he gonna do is Ray Lewis impersonation, running out of the tunnel. Everyone wants to see that. So first off, what are you gonna do in the locker room before the game?
I think there's going to be a lot of talking going on and speaking about what should happen in the game, and probably getting a pre-game talk.
And just a side note, do you have anything special to do running out of the tunnel? Any player impersonation, or you're just gonna do your own thing, or just do a normal run out?
I don't know. I'll surprise you guys.
All right, and so the wild card game probably will be posted tomorrow. If not, it will be posted probably around Saturday morning or afternoon. So look for that tomorrow. And Jake Fontanelli, good luck tomorrow. And thank you for being here on the second to last episode of MLWB.